God is not satisfied with 99%. That's what I heard God say to me this morning. You know, the human heart is such a wicked and deceitful thing. It has the ability to even deceive its host. It can make us think that we're better than others, or we're not that bad, or our way is right. And I in particular have this tendency when I read the Bible, particularly the stories in the Old Testament, I really start to judge them folk. I'm like, yo, why couldn't they get themselves together? Why are they doing this? It just doesn't make sense to me. But then again, that's what makes the Bible so real, right? It's the humanity in it. And every time I start to judge, God shows me how I'm no different than them. And that was the case with the story about Jehu that I read in 2 Kings 9 and 10. Jehu was a commander in the army of Israel. And one day, Elisha sends a young prophet to anoint Jehu as the next king of Israel. But he gives Jehu a particular command. He tells him to wipe out the family of Ahab. Now, you may have heard of Ahab before, but you've probably more famously heard of his wife, Jezebel. Jezebel was known for leading Ahab and all of Israel into idolatry and witchcraft. She even killed God's prophets and his people. And so Ahab and Jezebel were just so wicked that the Lord prophesied through Elijah that he will wipe out Ahab's family tree and that Jezebel would die and the dogs would eat her flesh. And so here enters Jehu. After being anointed, Jehu goes on a killing spree, not only destroying Ahab's entire family tree, including Jezebel, but his friends, priests, anyone associated with him. Not only that, Jehu killed anyone who worshiped the false god Baal. And in his own words, Jehu was determined to prove that he was devoted to the Lord. Now herein comes the problem. Just a few verses down, it says, "But Jehu did not obey the law of the Lord, the God of Israel, with all his heart. He refused to turn from the sins that Jeroboam had led Israel to commit, which was these 2 golden calves, these idols that Jeroboam set up." As I was reading this was something that frustrated me. Here Jehu is going through all these great lengths to kill Ahab's family and to get rid of Baal worship, but then he leaves up the idols of the golden calves. And that's when it hit me. We can do great things for God and not give him our whole hearts. Despite all Jehu did, he still had some idolatry in his heart. And because he did not follow the law of the Lord with all his heart, God began to cut down the size of Israel's territory. And it made me wonder, am I giving God 100% of my heart? Am I 100% committed to his ways? Are there any idols in my heart preventing me from obeying God with all my heart? Are there any idols in your heart? You see, God is not satisfied with 99%. Jehu removed all trace of Baal worship from Israel, but he left the golden calves that Jeroboam set up. God is not satisfied with 99% obedience, 99% holiness, 99% of your heart. He wants it all. That's why you can't do anything to please him. In and of yourself, you can't give him the 100% that he desires. Believers inherit 100% of what he desires from Christ. It's God who will place his laws on your heart and on your mind. It's God working in you to give you the desire and the power to do what pleases him. However, you do have a role to play. You must decide today whom you're going to serve, because you can't serve 2 masters. You're going to hate one and love the other. You're going to be devoted to one and despise the other. Keep away from anything that might take God's place in your heart. It's so easy to get caught up and, like Jehu, be 99% devoted to God and have 1% set aside for the world. In 1 John 2:15, it says, "Do not love this world, nor the things it offers you. For when you love the world, you do not have the love of the Father in you." I made a video on how to know if you're in the kingdom of God or still a part of the world, and you can check it out right here. Peace.